This video is sponsored by a shitty fucking take.
Are you sick and tired of the mainstream? Thinking of quitting the fandom because your favourite Popufur has lost his goddamn mind? Sick to death of the lack of fresh fandom content because every major con is cancelled? Well my friends, suffer no more, because here are my top 5 alternative furry YouTube channels to watch when you're sick of the mainstream. Starting off, in no particular order, here at number 3, we have Crash Azarel. Crash is a popular, albeit still lesser known about Popufur, hailing from Brazil. Credited by some for being one of the largest forces of growth for the South American furry scene, which without Crash would otherwise lack any prominent native voices. He's multilingual, is a champion female athlete, and an avid fursuiter. Obviously, because he wouldn't be on the list otherwise. And having one of the most underrated characteristics a modern Popufur could ever hope to have in my book, he's also completely drama and controversy free. Wow. He currently uploads pretty irregularly, given the current state of the world and by extension the state of the fandom, but I'd still highly recommend going and just leaving some support and encouragement over on his channel, because I think he definitely deserves it. Links in the descriptions for all channels below. Coming in at number 2, we have Fluky. Whilst technically being one of the larger channels on this list, Fluke is still outside of the big 5. Fluke in his spare time is a passionate dancer, regular content creator here on YouTube, and just an all-round solid alternative to most other Popufur channels out there. He loves his community, treats others with respect, and again gives any and all drama a wide berth. Links to his channel in the description. Now coming in at number 4, we have Odin Wolf. What? I know, he's technically one of the big 5 in the furry YouTube scene, but previously in the past I've given him a lot of flack, which on reflection was probably overly harsh, so to make up for it I wanted to put him on this list. Odin Wolf is one of the largest content creators in the fandom, with over 130,000 subscribers on his YouTube channel of the same name. Odin is praised amongst the online furry community for his content highlighting issues such as living with anxiety, shedding light on lesser known furry communities within the fandom, and up and coming fandom trends. Despite having a slight historical background covered in my opinion, mostly nonsensical controversy, Odin takes great lengths to avoid any drama at all costs. So if you're looking for a Popufur to invest yourself into without running the risk of watching them make horrible takes, then Odin is definitely the guy for you. And just look at those eyes! Coming in at number 5, we have Sauron. Sauron is a small furry content creator with just over 40,000 subscribers. His content is comprised of Sauron and his friends attending major fur cons and making fun challenge videos together, where he's even collabed with the likes of God King Majira himself. His videos are always really positive to watch, although within the past year he appears to have taken a hiatus from making content, and I can't say I really blame him, as he's also been a bit of an outspoken critic of cancel culture within the fandom. I'd still recommend subscribing to him, or at least lending him some support somewhere, because in the current state the fandom is in, I think what it really needs is more reasonable and level-headed voices within it, so definitely go check him out if you have the time. And finally, coming in at number 1, we have Kero. Coming in at number 1, we have Zusho Wolf. This is a real interesting one, because you see, Zusho is a furry content creator who's actually both deaf and mute. Yet despite that, he's still a passionate and energetic member of the community, posting regular and varied fandom content to his YouTube channel of the same name. He does everything, from furry skits to let's plays, and even a few collabs here and there, and thus his content I think is a really special gem in the community, especially for those furs who are hearing impaired, and the fact he's able to communicate a wider audience that's otherwise not been tapped into I think makes him a really special gem in my book, so I'd highly recommend checking out some of Zusho's content. He's a really sweet guy, and he honestly really deserves it. And that's it folks, 5 alternative furry YouTubers to subscribe to when you're sick of the mainstream. Feel free to share some of your favourite underrated fandom creators down in the comments below. During these difficult times, I think it's the right thing to do, just to give a little bit of love back to the little guy. So, until next time.